All right, let's take you now to this developing story. The Health Department has once again called a meeting with families of the 21 children that died at Enyobeni tavern in East London. Our reporter, Abongile Jantjies, is on the ground for us. Abongile, of course, an emotional briefing there by the parents of those children. What are they saying in terms of, did they get the answers that they need from the Health Department in as far as what was the result of this tragedy?
Well, Unati, they are totally disappointed with what they were called in here for. So they are saying that it leaves them with more questions than answers. They are saying that they are truly disappointed, and now they are pledging to take legal steps against the Health Department and the provincial government as a whole, because the answers that they received here are not satisfactory. But let me bring in Tombizonge, an aunt of a 17-year-old girl who died during the Enyobeni tragedy. Mama, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. You're saying you're not happy with what you're told here. What were you exactly told, and where are you not happy?
Inside, I was told that the cause of death for my niece was because of crushing and suffocation. So I'm not happy with that. The reason why I'm not happy with it is that it's been 2 months now, all waiting for these results. And we were told about the methanol and ethanol and alcohol. There was nothing, and they said to us they are ruling out a stampede. But now, all of a sudden, it comes back. So that's what is not making me to be happy.
Oh, okay, Mama. Now that you've received these results and you're unhappy, you are talking about legal recourse. What legal route are you taking?
As of now, I won't say I'm going to take this, but now I think we as parents, we need to get legal practitioners who will help us go through this process, because it's been so long and we've waited for quite a long time, thinking that they are going to help us by the way we were expecting, but by the look of things, it's not like that. So now we feel we need to take a step further, which will be legal steps, where they will advise us from here where do we go and what to do.
Is there any documentation that you were given regarding these results?
That's other reason why I think we also need legal assistance, because we were not given the documentation. We asked for for documented results in our previous meeting, and we told them that when they come here, they must bring us something documented. But surprisingly, this morning, they told us that we do not have right to that. And everything that they are telling us is confidential. Us as parents, there's nothing that we have right on. Everything that they have done, they are saying they were not doing this for us. They were doing it for police and the other people, not us.
Government always maintained from the start that a team of experts would be handling this matter. And now that you are disputing the results, so you don't have a regard of what experts of this country regarding the situation are saying.
Sorry?
Government always maintained that this matter of Enyobeni will be handled by experts from the Health Department, and some of the tests were even made in Cape Town. So you don't have trust in those results, even though they were taken out of this province to be handled by labs that are of high recognition.
I don't. Let me put this clear. Clothes for our children were taken. But today, nothing has been said about what they find out of the clothes. And according to their results, they are saying it was about crashing. Do you want to tell me that from the clothes, they find out that it was crashing? So how could you accept such information? Secondly, firstly, they said they are ruling out a stampede. But today, they are ripping it in, but in a different way. They are saying now it has been crashing. So my question is, what is the difference between crashing and stampede? So that's where I'm saying I do not trust what they are telling me. Otherwise, if maybe they had something different from that, or maybe more details about the methanol that they have told us and the ethanol, maybe I was going to accept them. But with this...
Thanks a lot for your time, Mama. Thanks a lot for your time. Well, Unati, emotions are running quite high here as these parents make their way out of this health department here in East London. And you hear for yourself that she's not pleased at all, because all things that pointed to chemical use of these deaths, it's being ruled out. She's speaking of crushing, something that they are saying it's quite unheard of. And we'll continue bringing you visuals as these parents walk out of here.
And of course, Abongile, I mean, what she highlighted is quite concerning in as far as what the health department released in terms of its preliminary findings, mentioning that methanol was found, on the bodies of the deceased. Of course, we knew this was going to be a lengthy process, but what are the parents saying in as far as taking this matter up, with the Department of Health, going forward? Because as it stands, these results that the department is now sharing with parents hasn't been released to the public.
Well, Nati, that's why they are saying that they are taking a legal route. They need legal advice to pave a way forward now. They've lost hope in government. They've lost hope in the provincial government that was handling this case. So now they are not talking to them anymore. They are doing this on their own. They have formed a group. They've formed WhatsApp groups where they have discussions on what to take this matter forward. So we'll wait for them as they are still together today and pave a way forward, Unati. Really, it's quite traumatic for them. They were hoping that when we move on from today, they would find closure. They would find that they've been saying throughout these days that the one thing that will bring them closure is the results. Now the results are leaving them as confused as they were before. So now it adds more pain to them. And even the last time we spoke to them, they were even saying that they never even received counseling from government themselves. They've been comforting each other, and some have to do things on their own and not even go to work to come and listen here to what government has to say. And they've been here since 8 o'clock in the morning. Even now, they are not done, and they are not even satisfied with the answers that they are getting from government. So now they are on their own, Unati, and going forward, they are seeking legal advice.
I can imagine from an emotional standpoint, it is quite traumatic, as you said. And I mean, we saw, some of the parents just showing their frustrations. But are they getting help still from an emotional level from government? Because we understand that, once families, get some form of answers, they can then have closure. But in this case, there is no closure. Are they still getting assistance from the department?
Well, Unati, that remains to be seen. But from them, they are done with government now. And they are helping each other. They are trying by all means to ensure that they do receive the counseling that they desire for their own. And whatever happens, they wanted to know the truth on what exactly happened to their children. And some of them are saying that they are no longer even going to work. They are saying the situation is quite bad since June when the incident happened. So now from an emotional point of view, they thought this was going to bring them the closure that they've been asking for, that they thought they were going to use, but seemingly it's still far from there. And I think they are now on the 14th person to call. They are calling them one by one in a separate room to give them the results, but no documentation. They are saying that no documentation will be given to them. And even the death certificates, they were still written under investigation. They were told that they must bring those death certificates so that they can be rectified by Home Affairs. So Unati, that issue of death certificate even had a negative impact on claiming on insurance policies because they rejected this issue of still under investigation. Some didn't have the money to bury their loved ones because the policies were not paying. So that's the struggle that they were struggling with, and now those death certificates would have helped them in at least claiming those funds to put back the money that they had used on their own.
Absolutely tragic there. Abongile, thank you so much for that update. Of course, Abongile is coming to us live there from East London.